Welcome into the Paul Farrington Show. Paul, joined by Jack Weinberger, Robert Ziggy Ziegler up at Harvard University, and producer Zach Bloomquist is with us, the best executive producer in the game. We'll clap it up for Zach, who, right before we started, goes, if I pass out during this recording, just leave me be on the ground.
We know Zach. Blue collar wakes up early. You can't fault him.
Yeah, he might.
What, three in the morning?
Yeah, guy gets tired.
Guy gets tired.
It's understandable. We're all tired here. Everyone's tired. I mean, you had to get up real early today, right? You're a teacher.
7:15.
Yeah, I guess. All right.
It's not compared to Zach.
Ziggy, I have some sad news, actually. This Friday, my mom and my sister have forced me to get a haircut. It's over.
I don't think Is it going to include a shave?
It will include a shave.
No, that's pretty good.
No, the beard's got to stay.
It's gonna. So this is all. It's booked, and I have a cancellation fee too.
Is it the shave bar?
It's viral. I'm going to viral.
Boo.
Yeah, it's time. You got to clean yourself up.
That's crazy. You're not going to tea.
You got to clean yourself up.
It's
time.
I'm gonna miss it. I don't know. I might just get it shaped a little bit. I actually am debating if I want to keep it long or short right now. Because I'm telling you, anyone who has long hair who's listening knows it's a commitment.
It's a disheveled.
Same thing with the beard. Like when you really start to give it time and it grows out, like it's valuable to you. I mean, Zach has this beard going on. If someone said Zach shaved that, he'd be like, I've been working on this for a while.
A beard's not bad. So the long hair.
I haven't got my hair cut since I really gotten it cut since like March.
Yeah, it's a disheveled look.
Let us know in the comment section. Should I keep the hair long or short? I'm really trying to figure out what to do here. Okay. Couple things.
Ziggy's nice short hair.
Well, Ziggy's always buttoned up and he looks great.
See me, nice short hair.
But you're a teacher. You have to.
Zach's not super long.
Yeah, well, Zach's blue collar. That's why Zach's got the disheveled beard going on, and no one ever sees me. I'm a producer, a remote producer. So I'm just by myself editing videos.
That's true.
All right. So if you're enjoying the content, and how could you not right now? Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're at almost 24.3, I think.
Zach with a disheveled beard.
I mean, he does. He does.
He does.
I'm speaking as someone also with a disheveled beard. We're almost at 25,000.
His beard's more disheveled than yours, I think.
Yes. I'm a little cleaner cut.
Yes.
Like there's some more angles.
Let's talk about football.
We're almost at 25,000 subscribers. So if you enjoy the videos and haven't subscribed yet, please do. Please send them over to a friend. Couple things that I want to mention real quick. So we were talking right before the show, just a couple like fun facts. I thought it could be fun. You know, what's on everyone's mind right now heading into week 7 of the season. And one article actually that grabbed my attention, this will only be like for a minute each here. I saw the article about the Steelers grass, on Sunday and against the Browns. And it was just, it blows my mind. You have people coming out saying, you know, Chris Boswell on the field goal attempt, Jack said the miss, and Boswell, we know, never misses. They show the video and he's falling while kicking. Their special teams captain, Miles Killebrew, had a really severe non-contact knee injury, just planting. Broderick Jones, like if you tried to make an explosive movement, chunks of grass were popping up. I was like, how could it possibly be an issue still in the NFL that you're not playing on the best surfaces imaginable?
Well, you know exactly why. It's because Pitt plays there too, so they don't have time to resod it until both teams are on the road or on bye, which is what they're doing this week.
I get it. It's still kind of like it's the NFL. They have all the money in the world. Is it impossible to have a field that's ready for usage?
It takes time to replace grass, Paul.
It is weird. Like that's a good point, but it is weird because the Steelers and Pitt have played in the same place forever, and this is like the first issue that's
seen it maybe that bad
with Heinz Field. Yeah, like that bad. Like Chris Boswell, it's a 50. No, like it's a 54-yard field goal, and this guy is like a robot. Like this guy could hit from 70. And I saw the kick was just miles short. I'm like, what the hell happened? And I saw he just wipes out, and it was like a patch of dirt. I'm like, that's really, really weird.
It was crazy.
The first time in the stadium I've seen it like that.
The picture of that field goal, you see grass like and dirt exploding up, and it's like, what?
That's the first time ever in Pittsburgh I've seen it like that.
I don't know. That just caught my mind. What caught your anything, Jack?
Oh yeah, it was actually pretty funny. I saw there was an anonymous Raiders coach. I couldn't give a guess on who it is. It could be any of them.
Pete Carroll.
He said anybody but him, probably. Although you never know. An anonymous Raiders coach said that this Tennessee Titans team is a total mess and probably the worst team that he's seen in the last 25 years.
They're horrible.
I thought that was very funny.
Really bad. Sorry, Zach.
And like you see what it takes for them to even win a game is like this insane nonsense against the Cardinals to win by a point. And then you get blown out by the Raiders who lost by 40 the week prior. I mean, these guys are awful.
I can give you 5 teams worse than this year's Raiders right now in the last 25.
The Raiders or the Titans?
Or the Titans.
Go.
The 2013 Raiders, the 2012 Raiders, the 2007 Raiders, the 2006 Raiders, and the 2005 Raiders.
They had some horrendous.
I don't want any Raiders coach telling me about how bad the Tennessee Titans are, all right?
Well, that's probably a way of him saying, God, these guys are really bad.
Yeah. We were looking up, the Colts win 40-6 against the Raiders. The Raiders come out and blow out the Titans. Like, man, this Titans team. What, they're going to lose by 80 to Indianapolis? Like, all right, Ziggy, anything catch your eye?
Well, it's a big week of birthdays on the Paul Farrington show. Of course, it's Paul's birthday. Jack, it's your birthday too soon, right?
Yeah, Saturday. 2 days.
Speaking of turning older, you guys are getting older. Yeah, I don't care about you guys at all. I'm here to talk about football. This is a neat tie into the fact that we have the second ever matchup between quarterbacks over the age of 40 this weekend, and Joe Flacco and Aaron Rodgers. The other matchup, of course, Tom Brady and Drew Brees. They played, I think, 3 times back when the Bucs and the Saints were in the same division. But what's like Cam Hayward said, we got the Unk Bowl this weekend.
4 elite quarterbacks.
You know what also is very funny too is like they're playing on a Thursday night. It's a short rest week, and you pin Rodgers against Flacco. Well, I guess Flacco was just traded, so you didn't know, but
Flacco's all over the map.
It's funny how that works.
Joe Flacco's whole story right now in the NFL is insane.
Like,
it's like no one believes he's even playing, and that's like, wait, he's starting? Oh, and he's valuable enough to trade for?
We're gonna see Joe Flacco being like wheeled in a wheelchair out into the field on the first drive. He'll stand.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, he'll just get whacked by TJ Watt, and that'll be it.
Zach, anything catch your eye before we jump into the power rankings?
Yeah, basically after 2 weeks, Rico Dowdle is 5th in rushing, which is incredible.
Yeah, he's having an Adrian Peterson 2012-esque type of run right here.
What is it? He has had 2 back-to-back 200-yard games, right?
I think he had like 183 or something 180 something this weekend and 204 the week before.
We literally spent like 15 minutes on their last show saying how there's no way Rico Dowdle's going to repeat what he did.
Oh, I was a Rico. I said it's Rico Dowdle revenge. Ziggy was all anti-Rico.
Rico Dowdle.
Yeah, I was anti-Rico too. I thought there was no way.
He's not going to do it again because the Chubster's coming back to take his job.
Yeah, I'm a Chubster fantasy owner, so.
Yeah, he is at 472 yards. He's 4 behind Javonte Williams for 4th in the league. And he's 12 yards behind Bijan Robinson for 3rd. Like, into basically playing 2 games. I saw a great... Do you guys remember in... I think it was in Endgame when Thor and Star-Lord, Chris Pratt and Chris Hemsworth are like, no, I'm the captain of this ship, right? And they're like, of course you're the captain of this ship. And they're doing that back and forth. You guys aren't Marvel fans. Yeah. Zach gets it. They made a really funny edit of Rico Dowdle and Chuba like arguing over who's the lead back. Because you can't not play Rico right now. He's too good.
Yeah. Well, I don't think there's going to be a lot of conflict because Chuba Hubbard is getting paid. He's getting paid a huge amount of money, whether or not he plays, like more than almost any other running back in the league. So if I'm him, if they want to take 10 of my carries a game and give it to Rico Dowdle, that's like 10 fewer times I've got someone blowing me up. Yeah, sure.
Do you think
I'm getting my $20 million either way?
Do you think fantasy managers 100%. Who have Chuba, or let's say they don't have both of them, do you think that both guys are worth putting in your lineup the way kind of it was with Montgomery and Gibbs?
No, I think I'm taking Chuba out of my lineup.
Really?
I think I'm putting in Cooper Kupp and Flex. Yeah.
I think the
Panthers are playing the Jets. They might run all over them.
I'd be willing to play both of them because they're the engine. They're like the DeAndre Swift, as Ziggy would say, of the Carolina Panthers. Like the Panthers, if they're going to score, it's going to be Rico Dowdle and Chuba combining for 300 yards.
It's like Jameer and Montgomery.
Yeah, that's why I think it's
a dollar store.
I think it could be like that.
We'll see. I'll keep him in against the Jets.
All right. So why don't we start up here? The joint power rankings, which
the signature segment of the poll.
The signature segment. Well, after the cap of the week, I'd say after the cap of the week. The cap of the week.
Cap
is
of the week's
first
losing its loss.
Yeah, that's lost 4.
No. But Jack has said that this one.
No, I told Ziggy too. I did some digging.
Jack did some digging.
I stayed away from a ranked matchup, and I found a spot where if it doesn't win, I'll post a naked pic on Instagram. That's how confident I am that this pick is going to win.
Jack, I walk into the Weinberger's house last Saturday, Ziggy, and Jack's like, when you're cold, man. And I just see Texas blowing out Oklahoma. All right, so the power rankings. We'll get to the cap a little bit later. Last week, here's what we had, just for anyone who didn't listen. We had Kansas City 10, Washington 9. So Washington lost. San Francisco 8, they lost. The Colts at 7. The Jags at 6, they lost. The Eagles at 5, they lost. The Rams at 4. The Bills at 3, they lost. The Packers at 2, which everyone freaked out about, maybe looked like actually an okay pick. And the Lions at 1, who also lost. So maybe the first time we've ever had 6 teams in our power rankings, in our top 10, lose the following week. It's a weird year. It's a very strange year. And I what's tough about this power ranking, especially, is that it's a battle almost between for me at least, who I actually believe in down the road and who has the best records right now. So that's up to you to weigh it however you want. But for me, it's like, okay, I believe in Josh Allen, but the Colts are really good right now, are 5-1. And how do you weigh that? So we'll see when we get into this here. Jack is kicking off the rankings. For anyone who doesn't know how this works, we go one at a time, 10-1. It's interesting always and chaotic always because we have different lists. We haven't seen them. Jack tried to show me his. I said, I don't want to see it. We have no idea who's coming, which means sometimes we leave people out who shouldn't be left out. But in a year like this, you just never know. So Jack, go ahead, kick it off.
All right, 10 is the Bills. I don't think these guys are very good.
Okay, little low for me.
The Bills with Josh Allen. We know how good Josh Allen is. The problem is,
no, you don't. You just put them at 10.
The problem is that they only have Josh Allen. This team has nobody else. This team struggled with the New Orleans Saints on their home field. They lost to the New England Patriots. They just got waxed in Atlanta. These guys have been bad, and they've dropped for me. Now 2 losses in a row, and they're number 10. The only reason number 10 is because they have Josh Allen. That's it. Or else they'd be like 25.
Superman's found his kryptonite.
Yeah, they're number 10.
If kryptonite, I it's a little low for me.
You lose over to the pass and get blown out in Atlanta.
This could be
your number 10.
See, when I look at Buffalo, I just say every team other than the Kansas City Chiefs would immediately trade for Josh Allen, and maybe the Baltimore Ravens would immediately trade for Josh Allen.
Literally you can't. Everyone says, "Oh, this is the year of the Bills," and I'm guilty of this too. We've now seen that when you have literally as good as he is, when you have one player on your entire team who's good, you can't win.
You know, James. You don't like James Cook at all.
Like the Chiefs at least had Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill, and Josh Allen has nobody, and they don't win. So they're number 10.
Okay, Bills at 10. Ziggy, this list could get a little off the charts here.
Fair enough. At number 9, I'm putting in a team that I'm a little bit higher on than Las Vegas. I think this is a solid team. I think they've got a good quarterback, a defense that's better than expected. I'm slotting in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now.
Oh my God.
They've been a solid team this year. They've won a fair number of games. Vegas has them as the 13th best team in football right now by the spreads. I think they're better than that. Baker Mayfield has played pretty good football. The defense is okay, but they haven't done a whole lot to actually impress me. So I'm okay with the Bucs. I think they're better than Las Vegas does, but I'm not putting them up with the elite. They're going right in at 9.
So, okay. All right.
I had them number 1.
So, you guys clearly have now taken, as far as the approaches I said, who you believe in normally and then who has the best records. You guys have clearly showed contradictory approaches on this right here to begin the power rankings.
Just power rankings, baby.
Ziggy, I was also in the party of Tampa being a little bit closer to the bottom of the top 10 than the top, like most rankings have them at 1 or 2 right now. But the more I started thinking about it, I was like, well, what's one theme of the NFL this year? It's that teams that we expect to be really good are losing to the mediocre teams, especially in road games. But like the Bills lost to the Patriots, Eagles lost to the Giants, who like not even mediocre, bad team. You know, we saw the Chiefs lose. Like teams are losing. And the Bucs, I do think to some degree, don't you think they should be rewarded for not losing? Like they beat the Seahawks, they beat the Niners, they beat the Falcons. These are all teams that have looked good and beaten some of the elite teams in our eyes. Shouldn't they be rewarded for that?
They absolutely should be rewarded. That's why they're at 9 rather than 13 where Vegas has them. I'm rewarding them for winning those games. But the other thing you have to look at is we're going to set aside beating the Jets by 2 because that was that weird blocked field goal.
Forget that.
You beat the Falcons by 3. You beat the Texans by 1. You beat the Seahawks by 3. Like, those are games that could have gone either way. You look at some of the other teams like Buffalo. Sometimes they've lost to the teams that aren't great, but other times they've blown them out. The Bucs keep playing close games. The 49ers game was the one exception to that. That makes me nervous going forward about their ability to keep winning those one-score games of Baker Mayfield heroics. If they keep doing it, they will keep rising, but they haven't shown me enough yet for me to be confident.
Who has Buffalo blown out? The Jets? That's about it.
They beat the Saints by a good margin as the game went on. They won that shootout against the Ravens.
Would a win over the Lions propel them into the top 5, top 3?
Almost certainly.
Okay.
If they look good against the Lions, that will have to change how things are evaluated. But there's a reason they're 5.5-point dogs going into Detroit.
Okay, so man, this gets, so we got Bills at 10, we have Bucks at 9. I'm going.
Only the Paul Farrington show could rank like this.
Yeah, I'm gonna put. Oh dear God. Okay, I'm going to put the Patriots at 8.
Okay.
What in the world?
I'm gonna put New England at 8. And the reason, okay, I have New England a little bit lower, but I'm just sticking to what my rankings are. Okay. And if you got, like, you have the Bills and Bucks now, at 10 and 9. So New England slots up for me a little bit. Drake Maye is playing awesome football right now. They did go into Buffalo, win that game. They've won a handful. They've won 3 in a row. They've won like 3 in a row here. I understand that this is going to look really, really bad. Like, I have them over the Chargers right now. I have them over the Broncos right now, which maybe it's a little crazy. But I'm going to say that at this point in time, Drake Maye is playing like a top 10 quarterback in football. And I like what Vrabel's been doing. They're going to win a lot of games. And at the end of the year, we're going to find out if this is a fraudulent team or not. It's probably more likely that they are, but I'm going to give the Patriots fans a little bit of love.
I mean, look, these last couple of weeks, they've looked like they have turned a bit of a corner and gotten better. Next week,
this is not the same team that lost to the Raiders at home week 1.
No, it's not.
They would crush the Raiders if they played them right now.
It's a different team right now. Vrabel's got his revenge game against Tennessee this week. It'd be funny if they dropped that one.
If that happens, I'm like, part of me putting them there, I think you're going to look good with the Patriots in your top 10, or especially the next 2 weeks. They get the Titans and the Browns. So, yeah, like, do I think New England's a surefire lock in for a top 10s right now? No. Would I argue someone who has the Chargers or the Broncos or, whoever you want to insert higher? I understand all viewpoints here, but I'm going with the team that's played hot. They've won they've beaten the Panthers, Bills, and Saints now in 3 games in a row. Probably should have beat the Steelers if they didn't fumble 5 times. I got them at 8. They're not in the top 5, just at 8. What do you have, Jack?
Actually, I don't hate it.
I don't love it though. I don't love it.
I don't love it either. 7, I'm throwing in a team who has made the highest jump for me in this last week.
I'm really hoping that this is who
They went from like 17 right here to 7. And that's the Chiefs. The Chiefs are number 7.
God.
I think Paul and I both have the Chiefs at number 1.
Oh, I thought this would be the Steelers. That's why I put the Patriots at 8.
I mean, the Chiefs.
You have the little faith in the cast of this show for a split second, and now this happens.
The Chiefs looked awesome this week. Like the Chiefs of the last couple of years.
They're number 1 if they look like the Chiefs of the past
double-digit win against, the Lions. Fantastic win. Hopefully they're getting back on track. Haven't seen enough yet, but they made a massive leap up to number 7 for me.
Oh my gosh. This might be our
I have them
list.
higher, but at least you're giving them some respect.
Yes. They deserve my respect. Number 1 is insane. They had a great win.
Who are we going to put at 1 right now? Like, who's going to be? I don't know.
Get there.
All right, Ziggy.
I forgot Ziggy picked the Bucs. Damn.
Yeah, no. Ziggy had the Bucs in there, so your 1 is gone. Our 1 is both gone because we both had Kansas City. I think Kansas City right now is the best team in football.
They lost to the Jags.
Yeah, but they're getting Worthy back, and Rashee Rice is back this week. That offense looked like the old Chiefs offense for the first time in a while.
They're boomer bust.
No, I think we're going to start seeing Kansas City get explosive.
Well, they'll creep higher up week by week.
Had 3 touchdowns in the air. Ran for one.
They'll crawl week by week then. I think.
Oh, yeah. No, I expect Kansas City, by the end of next week, you'll have them number 1.
Who do they play this week?
By the end of next week, I believe. They have, oh my gosh, who's Kansas City?
It's like someone horrible, isn't it?
No, they have the Raiders. They'll
They
destroy
play the Raiders, and then I believe they play the Commanders.
Yes, they have.
They can go.
Then Buffalo. So they have the Raiders, then they have Commanders and Buffalo, and then at Denver, Colts, at Cowboys. So the Chiefs are going to make their way up. They're going to start rattling off wins. The offense is going to look unstoppable. I have a lot of confidence in them, and also the way I try and do power rankings, like who do I think would win right now in any given matchup. This team clearly still has the ability to turn it on. And I'm believing in that.
Well, they were at home.
All right, so Chiefs at 7. Ziggy, who's going to 6?
At number 6, I'm taking the team with the single most efficient quarterback in football, with a defense that continues to improve, with an explosive backfield. We're putting in the Seattle Seahawks here.
Okay.
Look, it's at a certain point, it's now been a season and a half of Sam Darnold playing as one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the league. At a certain point, we just have to believe this is who this guy is. I know they lost at home to the Bucs, but otherwise, I think they've looked very good in most of the games they played. They did something Kansas City couldn't. They beat the Jaguars in Jacksonville. The running game has yet to really get going, but I believe in the talents. The defense outside of the Tampa Bay game has been very, very good. Like, this Seahawks team is just good at football. Like, I know Seahawks fans have been in our comments for a long time saying I've overlooked them. I wasn't convinced, but the longer the season goes on, the more they play some of the best football in the NFL, the more respect I have to give them. We're putting them at 6.
Yeah, I feel like a fool because I was on this Seahawks wagon, jumped off thinking Jacksonville would beat them, and now they beat Jacksonville, and I'm back on the Seahawks wagon. So
I did tell you that was exactly the sequence of events that was going to happen last week.
You did.
The Seahawks
Seahawks pretty high up.
Seahawks have what, a 3-point loss to your current number 1 team in the league, and you're like, nope, Jaguars all over Jacksonville's the team that I'm going with now, which was a pretty quick way to let go of them, I thought, but they're good. I mean, they are good.
Houston is going to get slaughtered in Seattle this week.
I jumped ship too fast in the Seahawks after losing by 3.
Jackson Smith and Jigba has taken that leap to the next level. 162 yards last week in Jacksonville, a touchdown. He's looked unbelievable. Darnold, again, we said, as long as he's not, and he has been, but as long as he doesn't make that one back-breaking mistake, he's playing great football. And you mentioned it, Ziggy, the defense under Mike Macdonald. Like, look at the defense in Baltimore with Macdonald, without Macdonald. Like, I mean, he's one of the best coaches. If he was an offensive coach, for instance, we'd be talking about him the way we talk about Kevin O'Connell, the way we talk about McVay, Shanahan, all these young hotshot offensive coaches.
Young hot coaches.
The hot shot was what I was saying. But it's still, I mean, they're all good-looking dudes. McVay's a good-looking dude. Shanahan, I don't know what people would say. Obviously, O'Connell.
You know, they don't have super long hair in the back.
Well, Shanahan's got the disheveled beard look.
A beard's fine. A beard is fine.
Shanahan just looks exhausted and like miserable all the time. McVay's like always, up and about. But if we move off of how hot coaches are, back to football, Macdonald just is an unbelievable defensive mind, and the Seattle defense is playing great. So I'm good with this ranking. Actually, they were a little bit lower for me, but I'm not too upset, Ziggy. At 5, man, all right, I'm gonna do this now. It actually matches my rankings. I'm also gonna do it a little bit for defense. The Pittsburgh Steelers are coming in here, and this is. Ziggy, this is my ranking. This matches with my ranking. It's not my fault that you guys are...
Well, Ziggy, thank Paul, because I was
taking... are maybe the 20th best team in
It's football. Not my fault that you guys are nuking this list.
I was taking him at 4, so thank Paul.
I have to go according to my actual list here, and if you guys are going to put the Bills and the Bucs and the Chiefs...
Okay, tell me this. What do you guys... I'll let you convince me. What do you guys see in the Steelers? Because I see an offense that's been up and down and one of the worst defenses in the NFL.
One of the worst. The defense has been awesome the last 2 weeks.
Last week they were great,
look over
but that's the Browns.
The whole season has not been good.
But the whole season's not a week 7 ranking.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, shutting down Dylan Gabriel and the Browns, that doesn't impress me very much.
They played well against the Vikings too up until the very end.
They've been awesome last 2 weeks. Rodgers and DK are connecting peanut butter and jelly. The division's already over. I mean, a team who has their division won week 8 has to be in the power ranking.
Listen, Ziggy, I would say first week against the Jets, bad. Seattle, you give up 31 points, but one of those touchdowns came on the special teams.
It was that
blunder.
Special teams. Yeah.
New England, you only allow 14 points. I know that you had 5 turnovers in that game, but the Steelers forced turnovers. They've done that for a long time now.
Won the game.
Ramondre forces turnovers.
I do not believe they're the 5th best team in football. They are on my personal power rankings. They are the highest team, like of the 5 teams I have left. They're the highest. They're high here. So I like Aaron Rodgers. I think he's been playing great this year, and you've been seeing a couple vintage Aaron Rodgers moments as well. A couple of those throws in the Browns game, you just go, man, like he looks really sharp. He looks with it. I think the vibes are real high in Pittsburgh right now, and Mike Tomlin is a player's coach, but we've seen that locker room get a little disgruntled at times. We know Aaron Rodgers can cause a disgruntled locker room. It seems like everybody's clicking, and as long as they're winning, they're going to keep the good energy.
I'll just tell you right now, the Steelers are going 0-3 against the Packers, Colts, and Chargers.
Well, that's where we're going to find out. That's where we're going to find out how good this team really is.
And we're not losing to the Packers, Colts, or the Chargers.
They'll beat the Bengals on the road tonight and get to 5-1. And then we'll see. And we'll have to adjust accordingly. But right now, they look really good. And what I meant to say was, I did not say it well before. In my top 10...
This team's different.
We had 5 teams gone. The Steelers were the lowest ranked of my 5 teams left in my top 10. So that's why I put them here at 5.
This team's different.
All right, we got Pittsburgh at 5. Who knows where Jack goes here?
Yeah, well, I was going to put Pittsburgh at 4, thinking you weren't putting them at 5. So now I got to adjust with my personal rankings here. Just like you stole my 1 with Tampa Bay.
Zach, do you have what's been the worst pick so far?
And stole my 6 with Seattle. Sorry, I stole my 3 with Seattle.
It's been Bills 10, Bucs 9, Pats 8, Chiefs 7, Seahawks 6, Steelers 5.
So we're at 4 now?
I think it's just the Pats. But that just could be...
Really? Okay. So I put the Patriots at 8, and that's the one that we're all freaking out about.
But I could just be a Patriots hater just because they're in the division.
So I'm trying to pan it out here. Hold on. If I go 4...
And don't hurt yourself.
Bump, bump, bump. Nobody should be left out.
I feel like we should be able to do this.
Yeah.
Let's take care of business.
But Ziggy's probably gonna put like the Bears or something. Weston Dell called today wishing me happy birthday, and he actually said in the Dell family power rankings, which, after Weston and his brother both became members, become a member by going to the channel homepage and selecting join. We said maybe we'll just rename the power rankings the Dell family power rankings, and he's trying to buy the Bears into the top 10. So that could happen here.
I mean, they're playing decent.
They've won 3 in a row.
Do you have the Colts in here yet or no?
We do not have the Colts yet.
All right, I'll go with the Colts at 4.
I think that's the right choice.
Because I believe they deserve a spot in these rankings, but I don't think they should be 3, 2, or 1. Good offensive game this past week. Taylor, another good game. Cardinals didn't have Kyler, and it was a dogfight. But I'd slide them in at number 4.
All right, I like that. I think the Colts need to be. They need to be in the top 7, probably, right?
Yeah,
they're playing really well. I
don't know if they're 1, 2, or 3.
They should have beat the Rams. You can make that case. And that was a close game. That was just a really good game between 2 really good teams. But we're going to find out more about the Colts as well. That's what's going to be fun over the next few weeks is with so much mystery around all these teams. The Steelers are playing the Colts, right? The Colts and the Chargers are going against each other. We're going to see all these mediocre to good teams play, and it should sort itself out nicely. Ziggy, do you have any problem with the Colts? If not, let's go to 3.
No, I think the Colts belong there. I have them slightly lower, but that's fine. At number 3, I'm going to slot in the Los Angeles Rams.
Oh my God.
This is not a crazy ranking. Paul, I don't want to hear it from you. You're the number 1 Matthew Stafford believer. We're not going to leave anybody out if we do this.
At this point, who else would it be?
Yeah, like the Rams, I know they're 4-2. The 49ers loss was tough. The Eagles loss was tough. But they've been in every single game they've played. They have a win over the Colts that actually looks pretty good. They took care of the Ravens on the road like they were supposed to. As long as you've got this Rams offense with an ascending defense.
Damn it.
Like, what am I supposed to put the Broncos up here? Am I supposed to put the Commanders up here?
I don't want the Packers to be number one. I don't want Green Bay to be number one.
Green Bay is the best team in football.
Oh my God. I had people calling me this week saying, Paul, can you put the Packers at like 8 or 9 just to make sure Ziggy can't get them back to number one? And I was like, it won't happen this week. There's no way this happens.
I'm not going to lie.
Paul, this is where we get to test your integrity. You know what the remaining ranking should be. Just do it.
I'm not gonna lie. I totally forgot. I keep forgetting, Ziggy, you took the Bucs already. And in my mind, I was like, okay, Bucs and Lions are I totally forgot about Green Bay.
Jack's gonna have a tough choice at one, actually.
I forgot about Green Bay.
Well, I'm gonna put the Lions at 2. And the Lions are not that high on my actual list, but yes, they are the lowest of the 2 teams that I have left in my top 10. So I'm going to put Detroit here. And part of the reason I dropped them, because everyone knows I'm really high on Detroit. I'm really high on Detroit, really high on Kansas City, the 2 teams that played last week. The injuries in the Lions secondary are really bad. And I'm not willing to punish them severely for that yet. But these are long-term injuries as well. I mean, multiple guys on IR. Arnold might miss the year. We don't know yet. I'm just kind of wavering on whether or not this could turn into a situation similar to last year. I hope it doesn't for Detroit's sake, because I mean they have really good players and their fan base is so excited. I'd hate for it to get derailed the way it did last year, but they're cursed. They're cursed. So it might happen. But I have to move them down a little bit, which now means
I slot them at 3.
Jack controls. And yeah, they lose. You lose on the road to Kansas City. It's a 3-point game in the fourth quarter. It will
be a different story if they lose to the Bucs at home. I think that will be. This is the first time they're playing a good team where I feel like they should be winning. They went to Baltimore and won. People want to discount that because the Ravens have fallen off without Lamar, but that was with Lamar.
And going to the Chiefs,
they've
got
to beat
tough.
the Bucs though.
Yeah, going to the
Chiefs at night is always going to be difficult.
Yep, always tough. And that Baltimore win, it wasn't a good. That's a great win when Lamar's playing. So I get the defense is hurt a little bit. They were banged up, but the Baltimore defense, I mean, still a great win. It's hard to win in that building at night. Okay, Jack.
See, I think on a neutral field, Philadelphia beats Green Bay.
Wow.
You can put the Eagles at 1.
You can do that.
Then also a part of me, like in these last couple of weeks, you can argue the best team in football has been the Carolina Panthers. Like, if you pretend this is the first 2 weeks, right? And Rico Dattle's starting running back.
This would be.
Just pretend that football started 2 weeks ago. And Rico Dattle's the running back in Carolina. Carolina's top 5 in our ranking.
Well, maybe your ranking, but I'm trying to see like who you could possibly be between here right now.
I'm between the Panthers, Eagles, and Packers.
Chargers and Broncos, I can't be in there after last week. Commanders can't.
No.
I don't want to put
Jack.
How about the Bears for Weston?
No, not at number 1.
Hold on.
I'm down to the Packers, Panthers, and Eagles.
Is that a PayPal from Weston Dow?
Yeah,
$200, Jack. Make sure you consider that. That's a big donation.
200. Is that split amongst us 3?
Bear down.
Depends on who you put at number 1.
The Bears are number 1.
Yeah, okay.
I want to put Carolina, but I'll get 40.
No, you don't.
You don't want to
just put your number 1 in already.
Number 1 is the Bucs. You stole it.
Yeah, I mean, Jack, you gotta.
I got to adjust. God, I mean, I had the Packers at 4, so I had them at 5. So I'll put the Packers at 1.
You know, that's the team Vegas has.
Ziggy
too.
You see Ziggy going.
This is a great choice, Jack. You're making the correct selection. Philadelphia is completely falling apart at the seams. Vegas has Green Bay as an ascending team. They've got elite talent on defense. They've got Jordan Love at quarterback.
Who's better?
Packers are the best team in football.
Who's better the last 2 weeks, the Panthers or the Packers?
The Packers.
Sure?
Yeah, Rico Dowdle's been great, but
one tied Dallas, one beat Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, one also had to have a massive last second comeback against the Dolphins.
and one loss to the Browns
over the last 2 weeks.
Do you see what good contenders do to the Cleveland Browns? We just saw what Pittsburgh did to the Browns. And do you see what frauds do against the Browns?
Like us?
They lose.
Like the Vikings?
You beat the Browns.
Yeah, but we 30 seconds left.
Hey, you guys didn't have to go to Cleveland like Green Bay.
Like we'll kill them there too. But talk about the difference in Pittsburgh, who's surreal, and Green Bay.
Man, I can't wait for this Steeler Packer. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Okay, so here's our official ranking now. It's not really bad, but it's not good either. I mean, I just don't know if there was any ranking that would be good.
There's been worse in the past.
So we went, and then I want to hear you guys' individual lists, and we'll head over to Zig or Zag. The Bills at 10, the Bucs at 9, Patriots at 8, Chiefs 7, Seahawks 6, Steelers 5, Colts 4, Rams 3, Lions 2, Packers 1. So I'm sorry, Aiden, who I talked to on the phone. It happened again. So I'm sorry.
And I'll say this: like this is not a great power ranking. There's no doubt, but I think this is a better power ranking than any that is the Buccaneers at 1.
But I also do think that those are the order might be off. But those probably are the 10 teams that should be in the
Those
top 10.
Were my top 10 teams.
Yeah, like those should be the 10 teams in the top 10.
So let's hear our list.
The Eagles at 10.
So Ziggy, all right, let's do our individual list real quick. Give me your 10 to 1.
I have the Eagles at 10, the Bucs at 9, the Seahawks at 8, the Patriots at 7, Colts at 6, Rams at 5, Bills at 4, Lions 3, Packers 2, Chiefs 1.
So when I said the Patriots at 8 and you ruffled your eyebrows and were like, what the hell? You actually have them at 7.
I thought it'd be really funny to do that, and it was.
I just, you know what's tough to understand?
Yeah.
It's probably just because I'm on this show and I'm a fan of the team that the Eagles could be 10, the Pats could be 7, and the Steelers are 18. That's probably because I'm on the show. It's got to be it.
He doesn't like the Steelers.
It's kind of unjustifiable.
He hasn't liked them the entire year.
It's kind of unjustifiable, but it's probably
you know what you need to do to get Ziggy's respect, and that happens in 2 weeks on Sunday Night Football. And if you do it, Ziggy will probably put you in the top 5.
Oh, we'll go to 15. Probably go to 15 or 14.
Yeah, 15. Oh, what do you have, Jack?
So I had the Bills at 10.
Okay.
I had the Eagles at 9.
Yep.
The Chiefs at 8. The Rams at 7. Steelers at 6. Colts at 5, Packers at 4, Seahawks 3, Lions 2, and Bucs 1.
So you're all back on the Seahawks right there.
All back.
Okay, I had Philly at 11. I know that they just missed. It's a disaster in Philadelphia right now. Like they look bad vibes. I don't want any part of that. I had New England at 10, Pittsburgh at 9. I had Indy at 8. The Seahawks at 7, Buffalo at 6, Detroit at 5, Green Bay at 4, the Rams at 3. I had the Bucs at 2. After talking a lot of smack about how I would have them at 8 or 9, I just wanted to give them credit for actually winning the games. And I know Colts fans, Tommy Cashes are big Colts supporters. Like, well, hey, what the hell about us? I get it. I just believe in Baker a lot more than I do Daniel Jones as QB right now. Still think both of you are very good teams. And I had Kansas City at 1, best team in football with Mahomes and Rice back now. So, all right. Let us know what you think. Who messed it up? Whose individual rankings was the best? If you're feeling up to it, drop your rankings. Would love to see. We never really get to see our listeners' rankings. So if you want to drop your top 10, we'll at least one of us will definitely see it. And if it's crazy enough, I'm sure that there will be a response to it. So we hope that you guys do that. There is one thing I want to shout out as well before we hop in to the Zig or Zag right now. Maybe like a month ago or so, we had someone reach out to us and say that there's a collection of people on the Special Olympics team for Wisconsin that listen to the show and enjoy the show. Particularly Katrina was shouted out to us. Katrina, who is on the swimming team for Special Olympics Wisconsin. She's a big fan of Jack, apparently.
I was happy to hear that. Best of luck, Katrina. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so I just a quick shout out here to the swimming team for Team Wisconsin for the 2026 Special Olympic Games, the USA Games that are going to be in Minnesota in June of 2026. Good
Great
luck.
state, Minnesota.
Great state, Minnesota. Yeah, you guys are lucky.
And, Wisconsin has a long history of success at going to Minnesota and performing great. So.
Yeah. All right, Ziggy. All right.
You got the Paul Farrington show with your guys back.
But we just want to say good luck to Coach Bob and Coach Megan, and then the team: Daniel, Katrina, Logan, and Noel. We're all rooting for you here in Jersey. We're supporting you guys. Give us updates. We'd love to shout you out when you eventually race. I don't know if you have preliminaries or anything leading up to this. But we'd love to hear how you guys are doing. So just let the show know. Katrina, thank you very much for listening. And good luck. It's unbelievable. Swimming. I'll tell you what, every time you hear like these triathlon people and people who are swimming long distance, it's always a lot harder than it seems. Like the 2 mile swim in triathlons, like that's the hardest part.
It's awesome stuff. I couldn't do what Katrina's doing.
Yeah.
I think it's very impressive.
Yeah,
and I'm honored that she's a fan and listening to the show as well. So.
When I go in water, I just like to float, usually. Like to have a floaty.
I float with a drink in hand.
Maybe a frozen drink in my hand. But these guys are out here competing their butts off. So
good luck. We're with you.
Good luck. And thanks again, Katrina, for listening. We're all rooting for you. Let's Special Olympics Minnesota. Maybe we head out. Go watch some events. Zig or Zag now. Zig or Zag has been, would you say touch and go this year, Ziggy?
No, I've been 2-1 almost every week.
Okay, excuse me. Go ahead. Go ahead. Here we go.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that from you. Last week, I had a great week last week. I said Jackson Dart over on the rushing yards. I think he covered that in the first quarter.
That was an amazing. Yes, we were all over that as well.
Anything with Dart just a gimme.
I said Packers-Bengals over 44.5. What do you know? The score's 45. Didn't sweat it one bit.
I think I was under on that one. I zagged.
Who cares that 28 of those 45 came in the fourth quarter? I was basically right. I don't know how the Cowboys lost to the Panthers. That's on me.
I know we zigged on that.
Yeah, we did zig on that.
I've had a lot of 2-1 weeks. But I
love the Cowboys this week.
I've realized that to go 3-0, which is my goal, I'm going to have to mix things up a little bit. So I'm going to some pretty obscure bets, things I didn't even know you could bet on. And we're going to see how it goes this week. I always like to open with Thursday Night Football. The Browns and the Steelers, the Bengals and the Steelers are playing. I got confused because Joe Flacco.
I did that too.
This one. What's going to happen this game? Joe Flacco, as much as I think the Steelers have a terrible defense, Joe Flacco can't move. The defensive line for the Steelers is going to be all over this guy. It doesn't matter that your secondary is mediocre. So when I see that the over-under line for Joe Flacco's longest pass of the night is 32.5 yards, you couldn't get 32.5 yards against the Packers, right? Jamar Chase 17 was the longest pass of the night. Joe Flacco is not throwing for more than 32 yards. We're taking under longest pass 32.5 Joe Flacco.
Yeah,
if he's out of the game on the first drive, his longest pass might not be more than 3 yards.
That actually does seem long. And it's got to be like a screen from Jamar Chase where he just...
I don't know. Jamar Chase is someone that when you have Higgins and Jamar, you could launch it.
Like throw it down there. And
they didn't do it once.
No, they didn't. They didn't. And that's a great point. The way they came back in the second half was just dink and dunk literally the entire way down the field.
I also do think the Steelers D-line, who's been eating people alive recently, will get to Joe Flacco.
And if that's happening, they're going to continue to do dink and dunk.
I don't think he'll have any time. I'm gonna zag that.
Wait, no, you said you're gonna zig under 32.
Right, yeah, zig under, yeah. I got confused, just going under. So
I'm gonna zig with you too. I'm not as confident as you guys are because I think that they'll take a shot to Jamar at some point.
Yeah, then JPJ, boom, that's it right down.
I'll roll with you. So you got 2 zigs on Flacco under 32.5 longest pass.
Cool. The second one, we're stripping. Cool. We're not doing it. We're not doing any Sunday night games. We're going straight to Monday night.
Wow. Okay.
This one's going to be pretty standard. Look, the Houston Texans are not good at football. They're traveling to Seattle. Seattle's favored by 3. Give me the Seahawks by 3 at home. I think they're going to crush Houston.
Yeah, zig.
I will zig that as well.
That's my third best team in the league. So
Tennessee or the Texans have won their last 2 games 70-10 combined against the Titans and the Ravens without Lamar Jackson. Those also might be the 2 worst teams
in the league.
In the league
currently, yeah.
When the Ravens don't have Lamar Jackson,
got engaged during the bye. He's distracted.
Yeah. I do think the Texans are playing a lot better than they were at the start of the year. But yeah, Seattle, they're number 6 in the power ranking for a reason. Defenses. Yeah, they're playing really good football. They're at home. If this was in Houston, I might zag you, but I'm going to zig, and I think Jack will as well.
Yeah, I'm zigging that.
All right. Last one.
Third one. Most exciting game of the week. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to Detroit.
It's a great game.
What's been the theme of this Tampa Bay team all year? It's been whether they win or they lose, they're always the team that's getting the last touchdown. They're getting the last field goal. They're always getting points out there. So when I hear that you can get the Bucs at plus odds to be the last team to score in this game, if the Lions blow them out, they're going to let the Tampa Bay team walk down the field at the end. If it's a close game, Tampa Bay is going to be doing some crazy comeback. And let's be honest, Tampa Bay is not going to Detroit and blowing them out. So I'm taking the Bucs plus 110, last team to score.
See, I thought you were going to say, Ziggy, last team to have the ball, and that would have been much different. But I think I'm going to zag that because I think Detroit wins the game.
Would that be the Detroit then?
Well, I could see Tampa having the ball at the end, but not scoring.
No, but wouldn't it be like Detroit kneeing out the clock probably if it was last team to have the ball?
Well, no, last team to score. Oh, no, but I was thinking like Tampa with the chance like last drive to win the game and comes up short on fourth down, something like that.
See, I don't think that's going to happen. I think if they've really got a shot to win the game like that, they're going to get it done.
Oh, right, and then Detroit take a knee. Right, you're right. I wasn't thinking about that.
That's what I'm thinking.
See, I think Detroit wins, and I can see Tampa having the ball at the end. I just don't think they're going to score.
Okay.
If it comes down to that. So I'm going to zag.
I'm going to zig you for what you said, Ziggy. I think Detroit's going to win the game, and maybe you have a situation where Detroit's up like 10 and you see the Bucs kick a field goal. Like there's something, leading to an onside kick. Or Tampa, like if Tampa wins, it's probably going to be a walk-off anyway. So I like that. I'm going to triple zig.
Also, if Detroit is up by like
30,
more than 7, even if they're up by 10 points late, that's a good.
The Bucs will score.
Then you're looking good.
Yeah. I actually really like that, Ziggy. I like it so much that I almost want to dislike it.
And now that you like it that much, I dislike it.
There's something off here. So that game starts at what, 7:15?
Yeah.
And then Seattle kicks off at 10 p.m.
Yeah, I'll be asleep by the Seattle game.
Gosh. That's a good game, too. I mean, Texans Seahawks is a fun game to watch. All right. So we've got 5 zigs and 1 zag. That's what we had last week, too. Flacco under 32.5 longest pass. Both of us zigged on that. Seattle -3 against the Texans. We both zigged on that. And the Bucs to be the last scorer at plus 110. I zigged. Jack zagged. Let us know if you're following along with Ziggy what you think of zig or zag this week, which leads us into game picks. How about some game picks for NFL Week 7, boys? We got a couple teams on bye again, but that's all right. We cruise on. I believe in the current standings. Let me real quickly check this in the eliminator pool right now. I want to see how
I got eliminated with the Eagles last week.
Did you? You're gone?
Yeah.
Oh, I picked against Jackson Dart at home in a primetime game? Ziggy. Come on.
Yeah, who could have seen that come? So right now in the eliminator pool, how many people are left here? We've got 12 active people left in the eliminator pool with Ziggy, and Ziggy's gone. So the top threat once I was eliminated is now also gone. We'll see who.
Midwest Mountain Man is still in it.
Yeah, see Midwest Mountain Man, the state of Green Bay. Eric Wallace, I know that's a member right there. We got Aiden. Maybe that could be good friend Aiden Cook. All right, 12 people left, all competing for the jersey.
Or Stuckman. Stuckman would be a nice winner too.
So speaking of game picks, I've fallen to 102nd place in our 403 person pick'em league. 9 back of J Money still on top at 67 and 25 on the year. That is the special performance going on right now in the Paul Farrington Show Pick'em League. Let's get into game picks, though. The Steelers go to the Bengals. Joe Flacco against the Steelers again.
Look, I'm a little spooked because Flacco's a familiar opponent. The Bengals familiar opponent. It's Halloween. It's at night.
That's almost
Halloween month. It's at night. They wear orange and black. Like it's got that spooky feel.
Okay.
But Pittsburgh being the best team in the AFC and the team who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl to lock up the AFC North this week will go in and take care of business. I got Pittsburgh, and they cover too.
Trey Hendrickson is in real danger of not playing this game. If Trey Hendrickson doesn't play, I think there's absolutely no chance Cincinnati wins. If he does play, I think Cincinnati still probably doesn't win. I'll take the Steelers.
Producer Zach?
Steelers.
I'm going to go Steelers as well, but maybe a little more competitive than Jack thinks. I'm going to go Steelers, though.
This is the best. This is the best team in the league to me.
The Rams travel to Jacksonville, where they are 3-point favorites over the Jaguars.
This is a game where I'll pick against Jacksonville again, and they'll win.
Yep, same exact thought.
So I'll pick Jacksonville.
Oh, okay, so fading yourself.
Yeah.
Ziggy?
The Rams are making the worst choice you can make for a London game. They're flying in Saturday.
Great
the
point.
Jet lag
It's
is
London,
kill them. And the Jaguars, I mean, we've had the handoff from Sir Blake Bortles to the prince that was promised. The Jaguars are going to win this one in London.
You guys are crazy.
In Jacksonville, I take the Rams by 1 million. In London, I'm feeling Jackson.
No, the Jags are London's team.
They are.
Besides you guys.
Well, I mean, the Jaguars actually might be London's team. We're just undefeated. We're unbeatable in London. The Jaguars, though, are the ones that they're there all the time. And
this is a game where I pick against the Jags and they win. So that's why I'm taking the Jags.
Huh. Crazy Rams.
And there's no Puka for the Rams, by the way.
yeah, is Puka officially out?
I'm pretty sure he's not playing. I don't know if he's been
more evidence piles up for injured Puka Nacua missing crucial Jag showdown. Wow.
Yeah, he's not playing.
Wow, because the Jaguars just aren't good though. You know, I'm gonna take the Jaguars. It has that feeling of. It does have that feeling of the Rams should definitely win this one.
Jacksonville will win.
But Puka Nacua, like when you're talking about a non-quarterback who's essential for an offense, he's been everything to that Rams passing attack. I like Kyron, I like Devontae Adams, but he's just been unbelievable. I'm gonna go Jackson. It feels horrible. It really feels horrible, but I'm gonna take Jacksonville. The Eagles are 2.5-point favorites in Minnesota. The return.
I need who is playing quarterback.
The return of who?
JJ McCarthy, baby.
No.
What?
Carson Wentz is playing.
Officially? What?
JJ McCarthy has been limited in practice. Carson Wentz is talking like he's going to be playing. Jalen Carter is going to be playing too. I guarantee you Carson Wentz starts this game.
Love it. Vikings.
Every Vikings beat reporter said all signs are pointing to Carson Wentz.
I don't know how.
Oh, you're right. Biggest takeaway from JJ McCarthy's presser.
You don't want
his right ankle's not 100% yet.
You don't want Wentz versus old squad? You'd rather have McCarthy?
Oh my gosh. No, I don't want. Look, I like Wentz. He's a nice guy.
I'm going Vikings.
I like Wentz. He's a nice guy. Obviously, I like the
Paul.
Dude, like we need JJ has to play. He needs to be on the field.
I don't.
Sucks.
It's game predictions.
But that's why he sucks because he never plays.
He stinks.
He has to play. He has to play.
So take the Vikings to win.
Listen, you think he's gonna win? He's not playing.
And you know what's also real frustrating is that I know he has to sit if the ankle's not 100%. The ankle must heal. Like he has to get on the field. I'm losing my freaking mind. This can't go on. We have a guy who we drafted number 10 overall, and he doesn't play games. And I understand he's injured, and I sympathize with that. I really do.
Doesn't sound like you.
Well, no, I really do. And if his ankle's not 100%, I would play Wentz too. I'm just frustrated because we have to know what we have in this guy.
Okay, well that's great. Who are you picking to win the game?
They drafted a sissy boy.
I'm not picking against my team, so I'll take the Vikings and just another. Like this segment is just making me feel horrible.
Philly's lost 2 games in a row too. Jeez,
the Eagles are a disaster, but.
This is a good get right spot for the Eagles.
It's a great get right spot. It's a great get right spot for the. I can't pick against my team though. All right, Carson, go prove him. Look, I'm fully in your corner, Carson Wentz. Like if he's listening to the show, fully on board. I just really want JJ to play.
That was a nice game.
All right. I cannot believe that. Raiders at Chiefs. Chiefs favored by 11.5. Do they cover the spread?
Yeah, don't the Raiders hang with them usually in Kansas City somehow?
They usually Max Crosby Max Crosby's always amazing.
The Chiefs. I think I'd
Rashee Rice practiced. Brock Bowers and Jacoby Myers did not. Yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs all day.
Chiefs.
The Raiders this year, I don't want to say shockingly bad. Like the Titans have been shockingly bad, but the Raiders have been surprisingly disappointing because I actually thought that they were going to be a stable team, especially after they beat New England. And maybe that's on me for believing in the Raiders, but they've just been it's been really bad. I'm going to go Chiefs in the points. The Saints go to Chicago. The Saints and Spencer Rattler, who's been playing actually pretty good football lately, against the Chicago Bears, who are 5.5-point favorites, who have won 3 games in a row.
I cannot believe I might actually do it. I've never picked the Bears.
I think you have to.
But Weston is talking about sending us money to pick the Bears.
Well, we have a high level of integrity on this show, so I'll tell you why I'm.
Well, I do, and I think you do, but Jack can be bought quite easily.
I can. I hate the Bears. I still don't know if they're very good, but
you might. Everybody calls me the closet Packers fan on the show, and Jack's over here like, I hate the Bears. They always suck. I never like this franchise.
The Saints are just that bad, though. Where I'm gonna take the Bears for the first time ever on the show, and that might kill the Bears' hopes. I'm sorry to any Bears fans. I'm taking the Bears. If they lose, that's why. But I'm on the Bears.
It would make sense for Chicago to have all this optimism build up, and then New Orleans walks in there and wins.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bears.
And I mean, I'm having flashbacks of like 2006 when the Saints went into Chicago and the Bears won that football game. I actually think right when they went to the Super Bowl, I believe they beat Drew Brees and the Reggie Bush Saints team. So if I'm having a
bit of a different Saints team,
if I'm having flashbacks of that, then I'm going to pick the Bears. I'm going to go with the Bears. And I'll never pick the Saints. Like, same way Jack will never pick the Bears, I'll never pick the Saints. Those guys, the worst. The Dolphins, your Dolphins, Zach, coming off a competitive game, go to the Browns in a fairly equally matched battle where the Browns are a 2.5-point favorite. Wow.
Fins up.
Yeah, I mean, I watched Dylan Gabriel this past week, and I mean, my God, he's awful.
To be fair, though, the Dolphins seem to hate each other.
The Browns are just so bad.
The Browns are bad, but they like each other.
The Dolphins are better than the Browns.
The Dolphins are
I don't think the Browns do like each other very much.
Well, they might be a little annoyed or perturbed by Shador, but they don't
like our quarterbacks are Gabriel or Sanders. Ugh.
But I don't think they hate those guys.
Like, you can dislike each other and still just be better players than people who like the Browns are awful.
I'm also fins up rolling with the Dolphins here, but I'm just saying.
I can't pick the Browns.
The Dolphins vibes are real, but talk about bad vibes. Like, how are we ranking that? It's like,
but the Dolphins played a close game with the Chargers. I mean, the Browns are just so bad. I got to go with the Dolphins.
All right, producer Zach, your fins up as well.
Always fins up.
All right, the Panthers go to the Jets in another just extremely fun matchup. Panthers are 1.5-point favorites. Look, Rico Dowdle, Chuba Hubbard.
I did say on Sunday coming out of church, I texted our friend who's a Jets fan, Tom Keenan. I said, this will be the week that you guys win. It'll be at home against the Panthers. But now I'm not so sure. Like, picking the Jets is just brutal.
It's like picking the Titans.
Like, you pick the Jets, like they for sure win this game, and you see them getting killed. I'm going Carolina. I'm picking two teams who I never pick because the Saints and Jets are just that bad. So I'm going with the Panthers.
Look, the Jets aren't going to get the number 1 overall pick because that would require something to go right for the Jets. That means they've got to win some number of games. This is one of the most winnable games left on their schedule. So just because the Jets have to win games at some point, maybe Aaron Glenn has gotten through to them. Maybe Justin Fields will remember how to throw a football. I'll take the Jets, sure. Prove me wrong, guys.
Carolina. Rico Dowdle.
Look,
Rico Dowdle cannot do it 3 weeks in a row. There's no way.
Ziggy hates Rico Dowdle. I'm not buying into the Panthers hype the way other people are. I think
there's no hype.
Some people are hyping them up a little bit.
No one's hyping.
They're 3-3. Some people are impressed with what the Panthers have done, especially at home lately. But I just can't pick the Jets. Like, I can't do it right now.
Picking them feels sickening.
I mean, I know the Broncos have a great defense, but I didn't watch the game against Denver. Then I turned it on. I was like, I've watched too much. Like, I watched the three plays. Like, this is horrible. I'll go Panthers. Patriots at Titans. We're all picking the Patriots next. Zach, unless it's Zach.
You really think I'm going to switch up with everybody?
Well, you've taken the Titans like 4 weeks in a row.
Yeah, no, I've.
He's off.
I think it's time.
Okay. So now it's a bit. Yeah. So even after they fire Brian Callahan,
I'm still a Cam Ward fan. I think he's good, but
okay. The Colts go to the Chargers, where the Chargers are 1.5 point favorites. It's a good one.
Yeah, I pick the Chargers a lot in these situations where it's like a big AFC game. They're playing at home. It's like a decent team, and I love the Chargers, and they always lose. So I'll pick the Colts. Colts for it.
Nah, I'll take the Chargers. They're a good team. The Colts played a tough game against the Cardinals. I think the Colts are a very strong football team, but the Chargers are better than people think. People are going to be reminded this week.
Ever since Herbert got the hype that he was dating Madison Beer, it's been downhill. Give me Daniel Jones all day.
I'm going to go Colts, and I think Jonathan Taylor is going to have a really big day. Looking right here. What, 30, 29, 20, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21st ranked rushing defense the Chargers have this year. No, I'm not trying to be bold. I think the Colts are a good team, and I think Jonathan Taylor is having a remarkable season. And like you said, the Chargers seem to kind of flop in these spots a lot of times. I like the Colts in this one. The Giants go to the Broncos, where Denver's 7 point favorites.
The G-Men.
Yeah, you're rolling with them?
G-Men outright.
This is a huge game. People around here, I was in the steam room at the gym the other day.
Oh.
And I don't typically I actually never bring in my phone or AirPods or anything.
Any dudes?
There was. Nice. There's one guy I walk in, someone's lying down on the bench, which is, covered in steam and water. And I hear over the top, it's like, they have to go into Denver and win this week. They have to. And so I'm just overhearing his TikTok. Well, Giants fans believe around here. It's kind of getting a little weird, how into Scadaboo and Jackson Dart. People, I saw a TikTok of a kid running into things until Scadaboo responded, and thankfully Scadaboo responded on the second one because he's just running into poles with a helmet on.
He's like, please don't do this.
Yeah, he's like, please, this needs to stop. So there is this, I would say, psychotic energy around the Giants right now. I think it's stalled, and I believe it will be stalled in Denver this week. That's a tough place to play. The Broncos, I don't know what I think of Denver, but that defense is good enough to slow down Jackson Dart in start 4 or 5. I think so. I think it is.
I don't think any defense is.
But I'd love for the Giants to, nothing would make me happier than for them to go in there and beat Sean Payton's team. I'd love the Giants to win, but I'm picking the Broncos.
The Giants do not have a chance. Broncos to cover.
You know what you got to do, Zach. You got to take Jackson Dart.
No, I gotta take the Dart.
Yeah. Hey, I'm for it. I mean, they're fun right now. They are fun.
The Dart.
The Commanders are 1.5 point favorites at the Cowboys.
I'm gonna take Dallas. Best offense in the league. Off a close loss. I think this is the Commander, Jaden Daniels.
They lost to the Panthers, Jack.
Jaden Daniels sophomore. Panthers are good.
They also lost to the Bears. The Cowboys lost to the two teams.
You know who's returned to practice? CeeDee Lamb and Tyler Booker.
I mean, the Cowboys at home tie Green Bay. So I'm going to take Dallas. And Dallas wins this game.
I'm also going to take Dallas. I think CeeDee Lamb is going to be back for this one. I think the offense is strong. The defense is not great. But this loss to the Bears, I think the Bears did to the Commanders what the Commanders did to the Bears last year. The way the Commanders lost that game, I think they're going to enter a doom spiral. They lose to the Cowboys, they lose to the Chiefs, they lose to the Seahawks, they lose to the Lions, and then their season's over.
I've never heard of
first step of that is the Cowboys losing. So give me the Cowboys.
Producer Zach?
A doom spiral.
I think I'm going to pick the Cowboys just because Dak's my quarterback.
Okay. All right.
My life is one big doom spiral.
It's this Cowboys love. I'm going to take the Commanders here.
Why?
I like the Cowboys offense, but the defense is horrible.
Terry's playing this week, is he?
I don't care if McLaurin's playing. You could waltz out there with me and Jack playing, and the Cowboys win.
The Commanders aren't that good.
They might not be that great, but I think Jaden Daniels is really good, and I know they're going to be able to put up points on one of the worst defenses in the league. The Panther, you hate the Panthers. You hate the Bears. They beat this team.
The Panthers have grown on me.
Okay.
I was debating Panthers number 1 in our power rankings. Was I not? We can go
I don't know this is a crazy. I'm going Commanders. The Packers are 6.5-point favorites over the Cardinals. Is anyone Kyler playing or not? Is anyone taking Arizona?
No.
GPG.
Yeah, Ziggy's Ziggy. For a second, I thought you might lean Arizona. I was like, well, what am I saying here? This guy. The Falcons, Sunday Night Football. Atlanta goes to the 49ers, where in the promo for the game, they had Bijan and McCaffrey. Maybe one of the only matchups in the league where you'd see the running backs featured instead of the quarterbacks for the teams playing.
Yeah, so Atlanta had a big win at home, prime time against Buffalo. Fly across the country.
Bijan's been unreal.
I think Mac Jones is a good game this week.
Is Brock coming back this week, or is it still for certain Mac? Do we know?
No, it's Mac.
Do we know? Hold on.
At least they haven't heard otherwise.
Hold on. Brock Purdy, George Kittle, Mac Jones, all limited.
Oh, I think the Niners win at home.
They're still evaluating Purdy and Pearsall.
Whether it's Brock or
I just have one question. About this game. It doesn't matter what quarterback plays for the 49ers.
It doesn't really.
Is Fred Warner playing this game?
No.
Yeah, of course not, because he's going to be in the hospital. Look, Bijan Robinson, the only player that had hope of stopping him was Fred Warner. It's over. See ya. Give me the Falcons all day.
I like Sam.
That was cruel, Ziggy.
Atlanta will get too much love.
If you get Fred Warner,
Buffalo.
he played on a broken ankle last year, and then he breaks that ankle again, and this time he decides maybe I shouldn't play on that. I'm sorry, man.
Okay, so Ziggy is
Bijan's gonna destroy this.
The Falcons are so weird though.
The Falcons will get so much love after beating Buffalo. Too much love. And that's why I'm taking San Francisco.
Yeah, I the Falcons and Panthers are those two teams that everyone's saying they're just strange this year. I'm going to take San Francisco to win. Oh, you're right, Ziggy. That defense is so... I'm going to take San Francisco to win this one. Now, look, if Mac and Brock both don't play, I'm switching, but I'll go with the 49ers. Tampa Bay goes to Detroit, where the Lions are 5.5-point favorites on Monday Night Football. Great Monday night.
I got Detroit.
Just Ziggy.
I don't know if Ziggy freezes or just he froze.
Surely he's frozen.
Yeah,
I've also got Detroit. Absolutely.
Okay, so you froze, but we couldn't tell if you were
frozen
just pondering or
I was just a lost in thought thing about how much the Detroit Lions are going to crush the Buccaneers.
What did you say? Monastic stillness?
Something like that. It doesn't matter. Detroit's going to murder the Buccaneers, and we're going to find out who Baker Mayfield is.
I could also see the Lions murdering the Bucs.
I don't see
that.
I don't see a murder in this game. I think it's going to be a good game.
The Bucs defense stinks.
The Bucs don't get murdered. Baker doesn't get blown out anymore.
No, but he could this week. Their defense is terrible. The Lions can score 40.
Can I give a hot take? I think producer Zach's going to pick the Bucs.
Why is that a hot take? Of course I'm taking the Bucs.
Because most people are taking the Lions.
No, I'm taking the Bucs all day.
See, I just get them. I
think the Bucs just can create big plays whenever they want.
They can. But who's he throwing to? Emeka's out. Is Evans?
I mean, they were all out basically last week, and still.
Did you guys see the Tez Johnson clip?
Yes,
where
that was hilarious.
he was saying for anyone who missed it, he thought that the crowd was chanting MVP for him instead of Baker.
I would say that was actually an insightful thing. So you think you're a rookie, wherever you're coming from, you were the guy, right? So you just automatically assume when people are going nuts, it's for you because that's how it's been your whole life.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't forget that. The win in Seattle, I'm a Bucs guy. They're number 1 for me in power rankings, personal. The win in Seattle was awesome. But this is a team who, again, at the time, was playing a NFC contender, who we thought in Philadelphia. And they got their ass kicked. And that was at home. And now Philly's fallen off.
Yeah, but the Eagles, they're weird. They either are unbelievable. The Eagles are either unstoppable or they all hate each other. And
the Lions are better than Philly.
Can't play.
Lions are better than Philly.
I agree with you. I do agree.
Playing in Detroit versus playing at home versus Philly. Detroit's going to kill the Buccaneers.
I got Detroit as well. I think it'll be a good game, though. Detroit seems to... I guess Tampa did go in there last year and win, but...
That's more reason Detroit, actually.
Yeah, I'm going Detroit, too. I think it'll be a good game. Last game, Houston at Seattle. Ziggy. I'm seeing -3.5.
Oh. Well, I don't care about that. They can cover 3.5, too.
We'll count Ziegler Zags.
I go for the most favored line. You can get him at 2.5 right now.
Okay, yeah. We'll say 3, 3.5, 2.5. I'm still going Seahawks.
It doesn't matter. They're winning by a dozen.
All right, Bruce or Zach, you want to wrap it up here? Seattle or Texans?
No, Seattle.
You never know. All right, so there we have it right now. The game picks are wrapped up for week 7.
Do you want my Steelers spiel or no? For a clip or no?
Oh, yeah. We'll
forget it.
We'll do it later.
We don't need it. It can be whenever.
Yeah. The Jack Cap of the week. Trying to find the right words to talk about this.
Well, it's the Jack Fade of the week.
Yeah, it's rebranded in some people's eyes to Jack's Fade of the week.
Hey, and if you want to fade, you can fade it.
It's been a tough.
I can't
4
blame.
weeks.
I can't blame if you fade.
It's been a tough 4 weeks. It's been tough watching your other picks hit. You've been consistently winning every pick, but the one you put out to a international audience.
It's like most people think, God, this guy's been horrible.
No, but you've been winning.
But I've actually been okay.
But
it's just the one pick.
But the teams you're backing, the teams that you're planting your flag with, are letting you down. So the great ones always respond. A lot of people would just fold up shop after 4 losses in a row, which you wanted to do. But then I think you recognized, okay, I'm Jack Weinberger. This is Jack's Cap of the week.
Yeah. A lot of people who are soft and thin-skinned would call it.
And you were for a second.
But am I now? No.
And you could close it up right now if you want, Jack.
I lost some confidence.
You can end Jack Cap of the week for the year right now. That option is on the table.
See, you can tell how good I am is because I feel like the world is ending, and I'm only 3-4. Like, it's not like I'm 0-7.
And see that, Ziggy?
It's not like I'm 0-7.
He avoided the temptation right there.
I'm sitting here at 3-4, which there's probably people who are worse. But nonetheless, I did some deep digging this week. I was asking God, please.
A little soul searching.
I was like, God, please, like, give me something. Like, avoid ranked teams and big matchups. Let's dive deep into the board. Like, give me something. And God responded. This Saturday is my birthday. I'm turning 27.
Okay.
This Saturday is my birthday. And I plan on drinking a lot. And my favorite drink to have...
If there was ever a person God would reward.
My favorite drink to have in the fall months is a good bourbon old fashioned. You know what makes a bourbon old fashioned really good? Like, you need it. And correct me if I pronounce this wrong. The maraschino cherry.
That's horrendous. I also isn't it maraschino?
Maraschino, is that it?
There you go.
That is it, right? Okay.
Yes, okay. So what makes a
what did you say? Maraschino.
Yeah.
I also may have pronounced it wrong right there.
What makes a good bourbon old fashioned is a maraschino cherry. And
is it maraschino, Ziggy?
Yeah,
no, it's not.
What is it?
It's maraschino.
Maraschino. Okay.
Oh, no way.
Or maraschino. You could say maraschino too. It depends on whether you're doing it American or not.
Maraschino. Okay, maraschino. Okay. I feel like maraschino is not a maraschino cherry.
Okay, maraschino cherry.
I've also always, whenever someone said it or I've said, I kind of just mumble. I'm like, I mean, a maraschino cherry, and people just go like, yeah.
I plan on drinking a ton of bourbon old fashions on Saturday at my birthday. A bourbon old fashioned tastes the best with a good maraschino cherry.
Can I ask you something real quick? So
yes.
The cap is based around a maraschino cherry.
Yes.
But you didn't look up the pronunciation before.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
So maraschino cherry. The process for creating a maraschino cherry was developed in 1925 at Oregon State University.
Oh boy.
And your boy's pulling out all the stops and going to Corvallis, Oregon to back the 0-7 Oregon State Beavers minus 22.5 against the Lafayette Leopards.
That's horrendous.
Oregon State to blow out Lafayette. Give me those Beavers from Oregon State. Lafayette's taking these buses to play at Fordham and lose to Princeton and Georgetown. Oregon State has played 2 top 10 teams in the league. For your program's sake, please kill Lafayette. For me, Oregon State, minus 22.5. Listen.
Aren't they? They lost to App State.
The quarterback for Lafayette is from Upper Saddle River, New Jersey.
Okay.
Family friend. We know him. Yep. He's friends with my sister growing up. Nice kid, nice family. His brother.
Okay, I'll back Jack up here. Lafayette lost by 10 at home to Princeton.
I mean, Lafayette's a high school team. And look, listen, I'm not trying to insult anybody.
Yeah, you kind of are.
I couldn't play football at Lafayette. These guys are great athletes. They really are.
They're D1.
Their quarterback, Upper Saddle River native, friend of Carolyn. His brother is in my backyard every weekend getting drunk.
Oh, okay.
And I'm sorry, you're not flying across the country and keeping it close with Oregon State. Oregon State gets right this week and murders Lafayette, who barely beat
Lafayette money line cashes. What are you gonna do?
Who barely beat Fordham? Lafayette barely beat Fordham.
Jack, last week your guy threw for 316 yards and 5 TDs. In a blowout of the Bucknell Bison.
Boston College beat Fordham by 60. This team barely beat Fordham. Come on, Oregon State.
Didn't Pitt beat Boston College by 50?
Yes.
Okay.
Did Oregon State lose by 20 at home to Cal?
Please. Cal's not Fordham. Oregon State's played 2 top 10 teams in the country. Now they host Lafayette. Please.
I didn't know Lafayette traveled to Oregon.
Please win by 4 touchdowns. Please. Oregon State against Lafayette. And my sister's friend. Please beat my sister's friend, Oregon State, from Upper Saddle River.
This man is desperate.
Oregon State.
10 o'clock kickoff. Jack's going to be like 5-6 old-fashioned, Steve. And he's just going to be looking at the score at midnight, man. It's like Lafayette and Oregon State is 30-30 in the fourth quarter. Are you kidding me?
I mean, Lafayette, they allowed Georgetown to score 40 points. They lost to Princeton. I mean, come on. Jack's got to get right this week.
That is a shocking cap of the week. I did not think we were going there, but this is the most desperate I've ever seen a cap of the week.
When this hits, I'm back.
Okay, Oregon State Lafayette. I can't say that I'm all aboard, but I'm on board. I mean, it's his birthday. It's got to hit, right? It has to. All right, we'll wrap it up with that. That's a pretty chaotic episode of the show right there.
It was a good show.
Some Ziegler Zag, Jack Up of the Week, game picks. Shout out to the Special Olympics, Wisconsin, Katrina. Talked about turf or grass. Talked about power rankings. It was a good show. So if anyone, we'll probably have a mailbag coming up soon. At least maybe not a full episode, but we'll hit some mailbag questions over the next couple weeks. Feel free to drop any questions in the chat. Yeah, we'll try and get to a few of them. And this should be a really fun week of football again. Some games here that are prove-it games for a lot of these teams who are trying to figure out. I'm really looking forward to that Monday night Lions Bucs. We'll probably be live after that too. So, all right, we'll wrap it up there. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, send it over to a friend. Let us know how you feel about the show, and we'll see you on Sunday. Happy birthday, Jack, by the way.
Oh, thank you.